Support for Radio Friends comes from OsteoStrong. Improvements in bone density, strength, and power can be achieved by weekly 5-minute no-sweat sessions on their 4-Spectrum machines. These isometric robotic machines safely emulate high-impact loading on different parts of the skeletal system, which stimulates activity in bone-building cells. Balance and agility can be improved by 2-minute sessions on vibration plates. Every session is supervised by a trained coach. Learn more on Facebook or call to set up a complimentary wellness assessment and session. Good morning. Welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, January the 28th. We mentioned we're almost through the month of January. It's hard to believe that Christmas was over a month away. And when we think of Christmas, we think of the Salvation Army. And I want to introduce you to Major Curttiss Hartley from the Salvation Army. Welcome back to Radio Friends.
Good morning. Thank you so much. It's good to be here again.
You had a pretty good year, you were telling me.
We really did. We are tremendously grateful to the generosity of the communities of Jefferson City and Columbia. When we got the word out that we were concerned. I remember last time we talked, we were sharing some concerns with how difficult it was going to be to raise money this Christmas because of COVID and how it's affecting people's activities and everything.
Right. You didn't have as many bell ringers out. Now I would see the Red Kettle there, but many times there were no people to go along with the Red Kettle.
That was a difficulty, yes.
But you still surpassed your goal.
We surpassed the goal fairly decently in both communities, in Jeff City and in Columbia, 25% more than what we had hoped to raise, which is, we set a goal trying to be realistic, but knowing the needs we're going to have at our shelters in both communities especially. So to have surpassed that goal is definitely going to be such a great help in those shelters.
That says a lot for the people in our community.
It really
people
does.
Listening to us, the people watching us. I think Central Missouri, and I say this sincerely, I think the people of Central Missouri have some of the biggest hearts anywhere in the country. Now,
I'd have to agree.
You came here, this was your first year here, you didn't really know what to expect.
Sure.
But you have been showing a great deal of love from the people in this area. Yeah,
we were very thrilled. Like I said, going into the season because of the COVID restrictions on just everyday life for all of us, we were quite concerned. The Salvation Army nationally was quite concerned on how things were going to be. But as soon as we started the bell ringing and the mail appeals and things, we were seeing evidences, and we were hearing little comments from the community, from folks living here, that they recognize just even subconsciously almost that hey, life is really tough this year because of COVID, and they were digging deeper. Instead of just giving a few quarters or a dollar or two in the kettles. Even the times I was out there manning one of the kettles, we were seeing a whole lot more 5s and 20s and those kinds of things going into the buckets. It's like people were digging deeper and just so much more generous because they know that their neighbors are hurting. So you're right. This is a tremendously generous area. We're so grateful for it because it's really going to help us keep the shelters operational and serving people as well as we need to.
Yeah. Now, what about the resale stores? Are they open right now?
Yes, they are. Yep. They, of course, we have the restrictions of everybody has to be wearing masks, and the staff are constantly cleaning, wiping down, taking all kinds of precautions. We're being careful with how things are donated, even, and making sure
that was going to be my next question. We're almost out of time, but if people want to make donations, what are your restrictions on that?
Basically, we're just asking them they set it on the back porch of the stores, and then our staffers will bring them in and sort them. Be careful with the handling, rubber gloves,
and let you know that they've arrived with something.
There's a doorbell. They knock, and then they can knock on the door and that kind of thing, just to let our staff know that yes, there's something there if they haven't noticed it, and they'll come and take it in and be careful with the handling of it. So
okay, so you will take in used clothing.
Sure.
Will you use bed linens like sheets and towels or not?
We do take those things, and depending on their condition, if it's resellable or not.
Okay.
But obviously, customers understand that these kinds of things they should take home and launder right away.
Okay.
So that's just a part of the normal operation.
For more information, you can contact the Salvation Army. Thank you so much for coming down.
You're welcome.
Continued success.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
All right, now I want to introduce you to Jeff Moran, who is with us from Mobility Worldwide. Welcome to Radio Friends, Jeff.
Good morning, Paul.
And
Thank
Mobility Worldwide, you've got a brand new shop where you're making these carts for people, and they go all over the world.
Right. These are three-wheeled, hand-operated carts that we give to leg-disabled people, and they're now in 106 countries around the world. We've made about 90,000 over the last 25 years. The new shop is 3 times as big as the old shop, which allows us to double our output, but that also means we need to double our number of volunteers and
the number of donations that you get to.
We need double the income because we have to purchase twice the amount of materials. And just one footnote there, some of the materials we use for packing are things like milk jugs and those large plastic coffee containers. We pack them around the carts, and they're valuable when they get to a third world country because people use them to carry liquids.
Water or things. Yeah. We've got some pictures for you. If you're watching us on television or on the internet, if you'll just describe these pictures, then for people listening on the radio who can't see them. This is the outside of the new.
Yeah, this is the new shop, and that's at 4825 East Meyer Industrial Boulevard, which is just to the south of Columbia. If you're headed for Jeff City on 63, get off on Discovery Parkway and then take the access road a mile further south.
And then here's the inside, and it looks really much bigger, and you can see all of the equipment that you use to...
Right. In the previous shop, we only had one assembly station. Here we can do 4 stations at the same time.
Yeah.
This is a picture of the sewing machine project, which is housed there, and a lot of the same people involved. We also get donated sewing machines and rehabilitate them and send them to third world countries, mostly to women.
And the next one that you have?
So this is a man in Kenya, and he had been using a pair of crutches to move, but now he has one of our new products. This is a plastic molded cart that one of our affiliates in Stowe, Ohio, is making. The carts are actually made by a company called Step 2, which is the largest producer of plastic toys and playground equipment.
But now he is able to get around, so he's got much more mobility than walking around with the crutches.
Right. These are a lot more all-terrain than a regular wheelchair, and he can negotiate the cobbled streets and so on that he has to
The next
travel
picture
on.
that you have,
this is from a year ago today. I was in Kenya, and this is one of the places we went. There's about 10,000 people living on either side of this mile-long trail through the slum. That's an open sewer running down the middle of the thing. And, it's just how a lot of people in third world countries have to deal with.
If you want to help out, we're out of time, but it's giftofmobility.org, Mobility Worldwide. You can make a gift there. You can find out more information. Jeff, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you, Paul.
And thank you for all the good work that you do.